sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Again, it's Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy, 63 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Lunt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Here we go. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit and someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The Saints are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
That's good for a Saints.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score time, 7-7.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
A gain of 25 more yards. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. There he goes left side. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, no one has ever questioned the arm strength of Jameis Winston. And this is a beautiful throw right here.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The question for Mixon was after an injury-riddled 2020. Will he be back to his old self in 2021? And not only was he back, he was even better. He set career highs across the board, finished top 4 league-wide in yardage and touchdowns.
And they're able to work this to the 24 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down.
Burrow on play action. Buying time to his left. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Jameis now on first down. He completes it to Olave. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. As the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as a stop with 13 seconds to play in half number one. First down, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Play fake. Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
So we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to Mixon on second down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This is caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 23 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
38, Saints 28. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Camaro with a carry on first down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Mixing up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Hardy set to return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready.
First down, Winston. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Winston. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Complete to Adam Troutman. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. Touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave from 3 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He got 29 yards that time.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Mixon with a first down carry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield now, Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On On 2nd and 7, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Winston. Olave holds it in. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Wants to try to end the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. A final shot now for Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.